Dear Will, thank you for your letter. It was so nice to hear from you and hear about what you've been up to. In typical Nay fashion, it's taken me much longer to respond than I had intended. I'm sorry. There's so much life that's happened since you left, since we shared our last hug at the airport 6 months ago. How have I been? Well, I'm in my 4th semester at uni. I'm working on YouTube videos still, albeit very slowly, nay pace. And yeah, just living, I guess. I'm still overwhelmed all the time. Like, how do you do life? I can never get the balance right. Every day I have these big feelings knocking at my door, crying at me. You know, I think of all the people I miss. I read the news and feel the suffering of the world. My endless to-do list calls my name, and in other moments I simply walk down the street, see how beautiful the trees are in the sun, and I just get this strong feeling of joy in my chest. Man, life without you is not the same. I think I feel okay about it now because, you know, time has passed and at one point life just goes on, right? But there are those moments when I see something that makes me think of you, or I'm in some other way reminded of your absence. I've been trying to process it all, the whirlwind that was last year, our friends suddenly leaving one after the other, and then you suddenly leaving. As you said, it's crazy how quickly life can change and how quickly spaces can redefine themselves. I mean, it's a completely different Berlin without all of you guys in it, and without all of the life and color that you brought into it every day. And now you're gone. And there is an entire ocean between us and an 8-hour time difference. Of course, I miss you so much. I always tell people that there was a Nay before Will and a Nay after Will, because you're someone who came into my life and was able to unlock a version of me that just feels so much more like myself. I think my spirit just feels so comfortable around your presence. Looking back, I feel like we could just relate on so many different levels, in a way that I hadn't ever with anyone before. Just our brains functioned in the same way, and there were things that I simply didn't have to explain to you. You just got them, and I feel like you just got me and really understood my essence.
I don't know if I'm filming you.
One of the things I miss about you the most is just existing with you on a daily basis. There was always something occupying our minds, an idea or something going on in relationships. I loved how we'd figure out these questions together, bit by bit every day. Whether we'd be walking home after a long day, or having coffee in the morning, or during our cracked up, sleep-deprived breaks in between editing videos, we'd always just have these, like, profoundly inspiring conversations. And I remember always getting up and just feeling so much better and wanting to go and make things. One way I notice your absence is I don't have anyone in my life anymore who is workaholic to the same degree.
You missed it because you were working on someone's birthday and Halloween.
Oh my god.
Also, my Halloween plans.
I don't have a social life. I mean, I do, but I just don't attend it.
It's just not, like, your social calendar doesn't line up with the universe's social calendar, which makes so much sense.
Yeah. Something I've always kept close to my heart throughout my journey of creating is to try my best to keep making art that feels true. I actually really struggle to express myself in words. This is why I heavily rely on other elements for my storytelling, like visuals and sounds. One of my favorite moments I've created in a video is this morning, where we were literally just vibing in the living room, and while editing, I found this song which perfectly articulated how it felt. Just like my other music, I found this song on Musicbed, which I'm very honored to say is sponsoring today's video. Hey! In simple terms, it's a music licensing platform that gives you access to thousands of songs from pop to folk to classical compositions and lets you license them for your own projects. There are so many amazing independent artists on there and just genuinely good music that has the ability to elevate your projects and really take them to the next level. Usually when I search for music, I have a very specific sound in my head, and this can be quite challenging to find on these types of platforms. But on Musicbed, I can easily filter through different moods, genres, even the BPM to find the perfect song. Many of my favorite pieces of work that I've created over the last years would not have been the same without Musicbed. They've provided me with a link, it's down below, that gives you 14 days to try it for free. Thank you so much, Musicbed, for supporting the channel. I love you guys. I know that your move has affected me, and there's a deep sadness living somewhere inside of me that wants to come out, but I've not been able to find an entry point to it yet. I'm constantly anticipating this big wave of grief that'll wash over me, but in reality, it's been manifesting in small waves every day. I used to believe that the more painful someone's departure was, the more meaning it reflected in the friendship. For weeks on end, I kept going back to the past, ruminating on why you and all the others left and how I could have made you guys stay. But there came a point where I just had to surrender to the fact that everything in life is temporary and nothing lasts forever, especially the good things. I've learned to take life as it comes, and now I see it this way. You know, I may cross paths with a person for a certain amount of time, and that will be the right amount of time. I think accepting this impermanence might just be another stage of adulthood. I wanted to share a passage with you from a book I've been reading that I actually found very useful. Letting go is an ongoing practice, one that can bring us a lot of happiness. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. If in our heart we still cling to anything, anger, anxiety, possessions, we cannot be free. Something I've always admired about you is your ability to cultivate a community wherever you go. I think what you did really well was bring people together and host them in your space. Your space was such a special place to all of us, and we'd always meet there, cook together, lounge together, grind, do our productive sessions together, get our shit done. It was very magical, and I miss it a lot.
Even after you don't love me anymore.
I think community is something that all of us need more than ever, but it can be really hard to find. We hear this all the time, that Gen Z is one of the loneliest generations, and I actually read a few articles on this. Apparently, a big factor is that there are less and less third spaces for young people to go. So people want to meet, but they just don't know where, or they don't have money to spend. Within community, we can realize how much power we actually have. We can cultivate hope, remind each other of our shared humanity, and also find a space to be playful and create together and heal each other. And yeah, you really inspired me. I'm gonna try and become a hoster as well. Try to fill your shoes. You're gone, but all of the things you gave me, I still have. Thank you for teaching me so many new words.
Yeah, I have like an internal symphony of anxiety, so that's
I thought you
chill.
said internal symphony, like stimulation.
It is a symphony. Oh my god, a
shit, Samantha,
symphony!
something
New
new.
word for the dictionary.
I still use them today, and I also pass them on. Thank you for our many lovely conversations. I learned so much about you, about art, about the world, and also about myself. Isn't it so beautiful how in life, through all these little interactions with people, we're just constantly shaping each other? Thank you for being there for me, like really, through some of the most stressful and difficult months of my life. I just feel like I was really able to count on you. And yeah, just thank you for all the memories. They will live inside me forever.
I knew it was gonna be wrong.
From the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best for your new life, and will always secretly keep hoping that you change your mind and come back soon. Thank you for your beautiful friendship. Many hugs from Berlin. Nay. 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 Aw, that was kind of sad actually. This is actually one of my favorites.
Die haben gegen alles verstoßen. Aber Felix, warst du denn auch unter die Match?
Good at the shot as well.